Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to go through the PSLE Math Prelim paper from RGS. So let's get into it. Okay, question 30 is a paper 1 question. The number of stickers Kevin had was a quarter more than the number of stickers John had. So after Kevin gave 96 stickers to John had twice as many stickers as Kevin. Okay, so how many stickers did John have in the end? So for this question, if you are familiar, if you draw a block and cut it into 4 parts, okay, which each one is a quarter. Kevin had a quarter more than John, so which means that if you add in a quarter, okay, John will be this much. Okay, so I will convert this into unit. This will be 5 units, and John will be 4 units. Okay, so after Kevin gave 96 stickers to John had twice as many stickers as Kevin, which means that after giving 96, Kevin will have 1 part, John will have 2 parts. Okay, so these two supposed to be the same, but this is 9 units, the before, and the after is 3 parts. Okay, so which means that I'm going to multiply by 3 to both of these, and it's going to become a 3 part and 6 part. Okay, so now that they are the same, we can call like 1 unit be equal to 1 part. Okay, so you can see that Kevin will have to give John 2 units, right? So 2 units will be equal to the 96. Okay, the question is asking how many stickers did John have in the end, which is they're asking for 6 parts or 6 units. Okay, so from here to here I will times 3, which means that from here to here I will also times 3. 96 times 3, 6 times 3, 18, 9 times 3, 27, so it'll be 288. Okay, this will be the answer for question 30. Let's move on to question 1 of paper 2. Okay, John had a collection of local and foreign stamps. The ratio of the number of local stamps to the number of foreign stamps he had at first was 7:3. So local to foreign is 7:3. Okay, after giving away 46 foreign stamps, the ratio of the number of local stamps to the number of foreign stamps, it became 5:2. So after giving away 46, so minus away 46, local is to foreign stamps became 5:2. How many foreign stamps did John have in the end? Okay, so in this question you have to realize that the local stamp is the one that is unchanged. Okay, so we have to try to make them the same by multiplying them with something to make them the same. Okay, so I'm gonna multiply it by 5 over here and multiply by 7 over here, which means that the ratio of local is to foreign stamps at first 35:15. Okay, after giving away 46, local is to foreign stamps will become 35:14. Okay, from here we can see that the foreign stamps, okay, there is a decrease of 1 unit. Okay, which means that 1 unit is equals to 46. The question is asking how many foreign stamps did John have in the N? Okay, so 1 unit is gonna be equal to 46. In the how many foreign stamps did John have in the N? In the N, he's got 14 units. Okay, so I'm gonna use 46 times 14, give me 644 stamps. Okay, question 2. In the figure, ABC is an isosceles triangle with AC is equals to AB. AC is equals to AB. Angle BD, ABD is 34 over here. AD is equals to AE. AD is equals to AE. Let me mark it with something else. Okay, AD E is 48. I need to find what is CAD, which is this angle over here. Okay, so I know that this angle over here is 48. Angle AED is equals to 48. Okay, because of isosceles triangle. And so I know that angle DAE is equals to 180 minus 48 minus 48. Okay, which will give me 84. Okay, now the next step, I need to find what is angle CAB. Angle CAB is 180 minus 34 minus 34. Okay, because it's an isosceles triangle. Okay, which is gonna give me 112. Okay, so to find the answer, angle CAD, just need to use 112 minus 84. Okay, it's gonna give me 28 degree. Okay, question 3. A survey was conducted on the number of children in each household within a block of flats. The pie chart shows the results of the survey. AB is a straight line, so this is a straight line which cuts them into 2 equal half. The number of households with 2 children, okay, was twice the number of children, the number of households with no children. Okay, so if this is twice, 36 divided by 2 will be 18. So household with no children will be 18. Express the number of households with 4 or more children as a fraction of the total number of households. So this as a fraction, okay? So now we need to find how many is this. We're gonna use 36 plus 24. Okay, 60 is half of it. And then after that, we're gonna use 60 minus 33 minus 18. Which is gonna give me 9. So this is equals to 9. Okay, the fraction will be 9 out of, the total will be 120 because this is half. Okay, change it to simplest form. 9 over 120 is 3 over 40. Okay, this is the answer for question 3. Question 4. Aaron had a length of wire. He used the wire to make the triangle as shown. With the same wire, he used the entire length to make a square. What was the percentage increase in the area of the square compared to the area of the triangle? Okay, so we're gonna find the area of the triangle first. Area of the triangle. Okay, it's half times base times height. Reduce first. Okay, it will give you 24. Okay, so now we need to find what is the length of wire. Okay, the length of the wire is 6 plus 10 plus 8. Okay. Which is 24 cm. So we're gonna find what is the side of the square. Okay, side of the square will be 24 divided by 4, which will give me 6. Okay, which means that the area of the square is 6 times 6, which is 36. Okay, so the question is asking us to find what is the percentage increase, the area of the square, right? So now if you compare the area of the triangle and the area of the square, the increase is increase in area will be 36 minus 24, which is 12. So to find percentage increase, I need to use 12 over the original, which is 24, multiplied by 100. Okay, this will give me 50%. Question 5. The figure below is a triangle with sides A, B, and C. For each of the statements below is either true, false, or not possible. So we need to find out the length of side B is longer than the length of side A. Okay, so this is definitely length of side B is longer than the length of side A. This is definitely true, because side B is 3n plus 2 and side A is 2n. 3n is already bigger than 2n, and there's another plus 2. Okay, B, the figure is an isosceles triangle as length of side A is equal to the length of C. Okay, I don't think this is possible to tell, because side A is 2n, side C is a 4n minus 2. Okay, if n is equals to 1, this will be 2 cm and this will be 2 cm. Okay, that's possible, but if n is equals to 2, then this will be 4 and this will be 6. So the problem is we do not know what is n. Okay, so this is probably not possible to tell, because it might be true, it might be false. C, the perimeter of the triangle is 9n plus 4. Okay, so it'd be 4 plus 3, 7, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, but this is minus 2 plus 2, so it is false. Okay, the perimeter of the figure is just 9n. Okay, let's move on to question 6. 3 triangle plus a square is equals to 81.76. 2 squares plus a triangle is equals to 38.56. Find the value of a square. Okay, so I'm gonna represent this over here as 2 squares plus 1 triangle is equals to 38.56. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna multiply by 3 to this. Okay, if I multiply by 3 to this whole equation, it's gonna become 6 squares plus 3 triangle. It's gonna give me 38.56 times 3, which is 115.68. Okay, now let's take a look at this equation over here. This equation over here tells us that 1 square, okay, plus 3 triangles is equals to 81.76. Okay, so what's gonna happen is if we were to use 115.68 minus 81.76, we are going to subtract the triangles and the square. Okay, the triangles will cancel away each other, and what we are left with will be 5 squares is equals to 115.68 minus 81.76. Minus 81.76 will give me 33.92. Okay, so to find the value of a square is equals to 33.92 divided by 5. Okay, it's going to give me 6.784. Question 7. Ella and May had $351 altogether. Ella and Kevin had $698 altogether. Kevin had 5 times as much money as May, so how much did Ella have at first? Okay, so Ella plus May is equals to 358. Okay, Ella and Kevin is 698. Okay, since Kevin had 5 times as much money as May, we can let Kevin be equals to 5 units and May be equal to 1 unit. Okay, so I'm gonna replace these two and rewrite the equation into Ella plus 1 unit is equals to 358. Ella plus 5 units is equals to 698. Okay, which means that if I were to use 698 minus away 358, okay, it's gonna give me the 4 units. Okay, over here. $698 minus 358 will give me 340. So this is equals to 4 units. Okay, the question is asking me how much did Ella have at first. 4 units is equals to 340. Let me just find out what is 1 unit is 85, which means that May actually have 85 at first. That means now I'm gonna use 358 minus away May's share. Okay, this is gonna give me 273. Okay, question 8. The figure ABC is a square, ABCD is a square, EFGC is a trapezium, CE is equals to BE, so these two are the same. EFG is equals to 110, DCG is equals to 230. Okay, find FGC. FGC is this one over here. Okay, so the first one, FGC, is pretty straightforward. Angle FGC is equals to 180 minus 110, should give me 70. Okay, so next I need to find CBE. CBE is over here. Okay, I know that this is 90 degree. Okay, which means that I can find what is the angle here. Okay, angle BCG is equals to 360 minus 230 minus away another 90. Okay, which is gonna give me 40. This is 40 over here. Okay, so since this is a 90 degree over here, it means that this is also a 90 degree over here. So to find this angle over here, angle angle ECB is gonna be equal to 90 minus 40, which is 50 degree. Okay, and since this is a isosceles triangle, which means that angle CBE is also equal to 50. Okay, isosceles triangle. Question 9. Figure is made out of a circle and 3 equilateral triangles of side 18 cm. So I think the 3 are this, and this, with side of 18. So I'm gonna write 18 over here, which means that the radius of this big circle is also 18. Okay, find the perimeter of the shaded parts. Okay, so first I'm gonna find what is the perimeter of the curved part over here. So this plus this plus this, okay, is equal to a semicircle. Okay, because you can move this to here, can you move this to here, and it forms a semicircle. So I'm gonna do half times pi, which is 3.14, half times pi times d, or times 2 times 18. Okay, this is going to give me, I'm just gonna cancel away these two. So I just use 3.14 times 18. Okay, 56.52. Okay, now I just need to add in the 18. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 18 times 6 is 108. which means that the total parameter will be 108 plus 56.52. Okay, 164.52. I don't think I missed out anything. 164.52. Okay, question 10. Valerie had 40% more books than Isabel. After Valerie bought some books, the number of books increased by 25%. Okay, Isabel gave away 25% of her books. In the end, both girls had 750 books altogether. How many books did Valerie have at first? Okay, so I'm gonna let Valerie be equal to, okay, since Valerie had 40% more books than Isabel, which means that Valerie will be 140%. Okay, Isabel will be 100%. Okay, be careful, don't make the mistake of 100% and 60%. Okay, because this is not 40% more. Next, Valerie bought some books. Her number of books increased by 25%. And Isabel gave away 25% of her books. Okay, so I'm gonna find out what is Valerie's percentage and what is Isabel's percentage. If you're confused, you can treat percentage as units. Okay, this will be 140 units and this will be 100 units. So Isabel will be pretty straightforward because 100%. If you minus away 25%, you're left with 75%. Okay, but for Valerie, if you want to increase it by 25%, I'm gonna do the working here. So you got to find what is 25% of 140% or units. Okay. That is gonna be 35. So you use 140 plus 35, that will give you 175. Okay, which means that for Valerie, 140%, after you increase 25%, you'll become 175%. Okay, in the end, both the girls had 750 books altogether. So how many books did Valerie have at first? So we're gonna add 175 plus 75. Okay, so 250% is equals to 750 books. 1% will be 3, and Valerie at first is 140%. Okay, which is 420 books. Okay, question 11. The bar graph shows the sales of 4 food items at a fun fair. Okay, this is sales collected. Let us write down the amount first, $240. Each one is a 5, so this is a 225. This is 300 and this is also $300. Okay, the table below shows the prices of the food items. Part A, the quantity for 2 of the food items sold was the same. Which were the 2 items? Okay, so we need to find out exactly how many items were sold. burgers, we need to use $240 divided by 5. Okay, burger is 48. For hot dog, it will be 225 divided by 3. Okay, 75. Chicken pie will be 300 divided by 4, which is 75. Waffles will be 300 divided by 3, which is 100. Okay, so the two which are the same will be hot dog and chicken pie. Part B, what percentage of the food items sold were burgers? Okay, so let us find out what is the total first. Okay, total is 48 plus 75 plus 75 plus 100, which will give me $298. Okay, so burger is 48. So 48 out of 298 times 100 will give me 16.10738 blah blah blah, and they want me to round it off to 1 dp. Okay, 16.1. So the answer is hot dog and chicken pie. Percentage is 16.1%. Let's move on to question 12. The table shows the charges for electricity consumption by ABC company. Usage in kilowatt and the charges per kilowatt. So for the first 50 kilowatt is 55 cents. Next 100 is 72 cents, and every additional kilowatt and thereafter it will be 88 cents. Mrs. Tan's family used a 50 kilowatt of electricity in July. How much did her family pay for the electricity consumption? So for part A, you just have to use 50 times 0.55. Okay, it's going to be $27.50. Okay, for part B, Mr. Lee spent $129.42 on electricity consumption in August. How many kilowatts of electricity did his family consume? So now I know that for the first 55 kilowatt is $27.50. The next 100 kilowatt will be $72. Okay, so for part B, the first step, what I'm gonna do is I need to find 72 plus 27.50. Okay, this will be $99.50, which means that they used more than 150 kilowatt. Okay, 129.42 minus away 99.5. Gonna give me 29.92. Okay, so the balance 29.92, if I divide it by 0.88, this is gonna give me 34. So this is 34 kilowatt. Okay, to find the total kilowatt, I need to use 34 plus the first 150. Okay, that's gonna give me 184 kilowatt. 184. Question 13. In the figure, ABC and BDC are triangles. BECF is a parallelogram, so BECF is a parallelogram. Let me mark out the parallel sides first. FH is a straight line. Angle GCH is 198. Okay, this is supposed to be 198 and it's supposed to go in here. Okay, BEC is 104. 104 is marked over here. BAC is 50 over here. And ABE is 25 over here. Okay, part A, we need to find what is angle DGB, which is over here. Okay, so first I'm gonna find what is angle GCF. GCF is 198 minus away 180, which is gonna give me 18. So this small angle over here is 18. Okay, we know that this angle over here is 104 because it's opposite angles of a parallelogram. So now I can find what is angle CGF. It is equal to 180 minus 104 minus away 18. Okay, 180 minus 104 minus 18 is 58. So, which means that angle DGB is also equals to 58, okay, because of vertically opposite angles. Okay, for part B, we need to find what is angle ACE. Okay, if we were to look at this angle over here, okay, we know that angle EBF is equals to 180 minus 104, which will give me 76. Okay, this is 76, and this whole angle over here is also 76. And now if we were to look at the quadrilateral EBFC, okay, we have this angle over here, we have this corner angle, we have this 104, and over here you can see that we have the 76, but we are just short of the angle ACE, which is what we want to find. Okay, so I'm gonna use 360 minus away 50 minus 25 minus 76 minus 104 and minus away another 76. Okay, 360 minus 50 minus 25 minus 76 minus 104 and minus another 76. Okay, this will give me 39 degree. Okay, so this is the answer for part B. Question 14, the mass of a container which is is this 3/5 or 8/5? The mass of a container which is I think this is 8/5 filled with flour is 10.84 kg. When 1/3 of the flour is removed, the mass of the container and the remaining flour is 8.5 kg. Find the mass of the container. Okay. Okay, so the container plus okay, to simplify things, I'm gonna treat the flour as, is it gonna simplify things? I think I'm gonna write it as 8/5 of the flour. Okay, it's equals to 10.84 kg. When 1/3 of the flour is removed, the mass of the container and the remaining flour is this. So which means that C plus, I'm gonna find what is 2/3 of the 8/5. (16/15). It's gonna be equal to 8.5 kg. Okay, so if I were to use 10.84 minus away 8.5, it's gonna be 2.34 kg. Okay, this 2.34 kg is basically the 1/3 of the flour. Okay, since I want to find, I can use 2.34 times 2 to give me what is 2/3. Okay, this is 2/3 of the flour. And since this over here is the 2/3, means that to find the answer, I just need to, the mass of the container, I just need to use 8.5 minus away 4.68. Okay, this is going to give me 3.82 kg, which is the answer. Okay, question 15. The figure is made up of a square of side 42 cm, 2 identical big semicircles and 6 identical small semicircles. What's the radius of each small semicircle? Okay, so if you do 42 divided by 3, it's gonna give you 14. So the diameter is 14. Can't really see this, so I'm gonna write this in red color, 14, which means that the radius will be 7. Okay, 14 divided by 2 will give me 7. So the answer for part A is the radius is equal to 7 cm. Okay, for part B, find the area of the figure. So to find the area of the figure, we can find what is the area of the square first. Square is 42 times 42. Okay, 1764. Okay, next we're gonna find the area of the big circle. Okay, it will be pi r square, pi is 22/7 times the radius is 21 times 21. Okay, this is going to give me 22 times 3 times 21, 1386. Okay, next I'm gonna find the area of the 3 small circle. that would be 2/7 pi times r and then times 3. Okay, which is 462. Okay, so to find the total area, I need to use 1764 plus 1386 plus 462. Okay, which is going to give me 3612. Two big circle per square. Okay. Answer for part A is 7, part B is 3612. Question 16. At station A, the number of children was 3/5 of the number of adults. Okay, so I'm gonna write down station A. Children is to adult is 3:5. At station B, 2/9 of the adults and some children alighted from the MRT. The number of children became 3/7 of the number of adults. Okay, so in station B, children is to adults became 3:7. 2/9 of the adults and some children alighted. So need to highlight this. At station C, 98 adults and 358 children boarded the MRT, and there was an equal number of adults and children. Okay, so this is the main clue which we will need. Part A is asking for how many passengers were there on the MRT after station C. Okay, so children is to adult will be 1:1. Right, if you understand this part in terms of model drawing, let me try to do it. So this will be 3. This will be 7. So for children, I'm gonna add in another 358. Okay, for the adults, it will be another 98. Okay, so over here, this is 4 units. 4 units is here to here. Okay, which means that for part A, 4 units is equals to 358 minus away 98. Okay, 260. 1 unit will be equal to 65, and 10 units is equals to 650. Okay, this is the number of passengers in station B. So 650 plus plus the 358 plus the 98. Okay, it'll be 1106. This is the passengers in station C. Part B, how many children alighted at station B? Okay, the station B 2/9 of the adults and some children alighted. Okay, so now I'm gonna do part B over here. For station B, let us work out the exact children and adult first. Okay, since 1 unit is 65, that means 3 units will be 195. Adults will be 65 times 7, which is 455. Okay, so looking at the question, remember at station B, 2/9 of the adults alighted, which means that this is 7/9, right? Okay, this is 7/9. So I'm gonna let 7/9 be equals to 455. Find out what is 1/9. Find out what is 9/9. 585. Okay, this is the number of adults in station A. Okay, so if I'm gonna move on to here. If I use a 585 divided by 5 times 3, okay, 351 is the number of children in A. So to find the answer, I'm gonna use the number of children in station A minus away the number of children in station B. Okay, 156 is the answer for part B. 1106 and 156. Okay, question 17. Mr. Wong bought a number of red, blue, and green balloons. The ratio of the number of red balloons to the number of blue balloons was 5:4. So red is to blue. 5:4. For the ratio of the number of blue balloons to the number of green, okay, blue is to green is 3:7. After bursting some green balloons and buying another 168 balloons, he found that there was a decrease of 25% in the total number of blue and green balloons. In the end, the number of red, blue, and green balloons he had was 1,440. How many balloons did Mr. Wong have at first? Okay, so I'm going to combine these two ratios first by multiplying this ratio with a 3 and multiplying this with a 4 because of the common subject B. So I know that red is to blue is to green is 15 is to 12 is to 28. Okay, so it says that after bursting some green balloons and buying another 168 blue balloons, he found that there was a decrease of 25% in the total number of blue and green. After bursting some green, so the blue our plus 168. He 25% in the total number of blue and green. Okay, so blue plus green is 12 plus 28, which is 40 units. Okay, if I decrease 25%, 75% times 40, okay, it's gonna be 30 units. Which means that 15 is to 30 is red is to, this is blue plus green. Okay, and then in the end the number of red, blue and green balloons he had was 1440. So we can do part A. Okay, part A is 45 units is equals to 1440. I can find what is 1 unit. Which is 32, and at first it will be 15 plus 12 plus 28, which is 40 plus 15, which is 55 units. Okay, so 55 units is 32 times 55, which is 1760. Okay, this is the answer for part A. Okay, for part B, how many green balloons were burst? Okay, for part B, okay, I'm gonna do it this way. At first, V plus G is 40 unit, okay, which is equal to 32 times 40. Okay, and then in the end, blue plus green is 30 units, which is 960. Okay, so first I'm going to use 1280 plus the 168 blue. $1280 plus 168 is 1448. Okay, and then after that I'm gonna use a 1448 minus away the 960 goes to 488. So the number of green balloons that were burst is 488. Okay, we have come to the end of the paper.